Right past that tree line is a 1,000-acre property where the Judds live on. You can see the home right through those trees. I believe that is Ashley Judd's home, and right next to hers was where her mother Naomi once lived. Today I'm going to give you a brief, very brief history on the Judds, how they became well known, and the tragic circumstances leading to the death of 76-year-old matriarch Naomi Judd. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. Naomi Judd was born January 11th, 1946 in Ashland, Kentucky. That is the same town where Charles Manson grew up as a kid. Manson becoming Manson. And Naomi was probably prettier than everybody else in that dang old town. And I'm pretty sure she got quite a lot of gentleman callers, if you will, as a teenager young lady in that area, suffering from family tragedy. When she was in high school, I believe her older brother had died from a form of cancer when he was 18 years old. One day, Naomi, she's not feeling too hot. She wakes up and she just feels blah. So she goes to the doctor and she tells the doctor, hey, I'm not feeling too good. Now, I don't know what the conversation was going on between the doctor and her, but the doctor gives her a pregnancy test and, well, the test comes out positive. There's a little Winona Judd growing inside of her belly. She tells the doctor, how is this possible that I'm pregnant? Can you get pregnant from only having sex one time ever in your life? And he says, oh yeah. You can get a lot of things done to you by having sex one time, first time ever. So Naomi calls the father, the guy that she's dating, whatever. And she says, hey, guess what? We're pregnant. And he said, listen, baby, no, we're not anything. You're pregnant. Good luck. Click dial tone. Yeah, straight dial tone. So she would later go on. I'm assuming she had dated a guy previous. This might have been a fling. I don't really know. But she did get back with a guy, I believe his name was Michael Seminella. So they get together and she tells him, hey, I'm pregnant with, this other guy's kid. And he's like, hey, that's totally fine. I love you and let's get married and have a family. So Winona would come about, let's say 9 months later. The family ended up moving to California, I believe the Los Angeles area, and they would have a second child. Well, first child, that'd be Ashley. Back in 64 or 65. Got to be careful for these trucks around here. They're trying to run me off the road over here. So now she has two kids, Ashley and Winona, and marriage isn't going that hot. And homeboy dips out on her. They ended up getting a divorce. So Naomi took her two children and moved back to Kentucky. Now, you're a single mother, two kids. You live in this weird, mountainous, weird area on welfare, no TV. It's boring. You got two little girls. They're starting to, notice that they're in, don't want to say poverty, but things are not looking that great for them. So what do you do when you're bored and you have two kids? You're trying to, put yourself through school, nursing school. And, she gets this ratty guitar and she gives it to Winona. She said, hey, just play with this. Play with this guitar. Go ahead, kid. It's all yours. And she was so bored, she picked up the guitar and she learned how to play. And then her and Winona, they would sing around maybe a campfire outside when the weather was good. In that little Bodunk town, whatever it was in Kentucky. What was it called? Mintola, something. I don't know. So she gets better with the guitar. Naomi likes to sing too. And as they got older, they would fight. They would bicker. I think that relationship was a little odd in the sense that, well, Naomi was only 17, 18 years old when she first had her. And I think like as when you're a woman and you grow up and, your mother's not that much older than you, you're not going to have the mother-daughter relationship that somebody who's 30 years older than her daughter would have. So anyway, so they ended up moving back to California, to the Bay Area. They did that for a while. And by this time now, she might be a nurse all of a sudden. I'm not sure. They ended up moving back to the Midwest or the South, whatever you want to call it. And then they go to Tennessee. They go to Tennessee. And over there in Tennessee, now Naomi is a full-fledged nurse, right? So she's a nurse, and one of her patients ends up, I don't know if this was divine intervention. I'm not really quite sure. But one of her patients was a woman by the name of Diana Meyer. Now, some of you out there would say, who cares? Who cares? Well, Diana Meyer was the daughter of Brent Meyer. I guess he was some kind of a music producer guy or something. I don't know. So she gives him this beat up cassette I guess it was like you taped. I guess her and Winona had sang on a cassette recorder, and she gives him the tape, and he listened to it. Now listen guys, let's be a little bit honest over here. Let's be honest. I need some new clothes. I know. Also, do you know how many record producers get these tapes, these CDs, and, oh, listen to my music, I'm great. And they're just like, oh, geez Louise, whatever. And they take your tape, they take your CD, whatever, how you got your music, and they throw it away because they don't care. There's thousands of people just like you. If you're a singer, if you're a songwriter, an actress, actor, YouTuber, people see you all the time. They don't really care. You got to have something about you. You got to have something charismatic about you to get people to want to listen to you, to watch you, so forth and so on. Now, Naomi, she has one thing that this guy Brent can't deny. She is very attractive. If Naomi wasn't so pretty, he probably would have took that tape and just threw it. He would have probably threw it right out the window. But I'm thinking, he's a guy. This person behind me is kind of being a little bit weird. So we're going to keep on continuing. Second time he passed me. Maybe he's a sightseer. I don't know. So he listens to the tape and he says, oh, wait a minute. You're actually very talented. And you're a pretty good singer too, easy on the eyes. And that is basically how the Judds became famous. It was a perfect match made in heaven, if you will. You had Naomi Judd, who was very good looking, a good singer, but you had Winona, who was a better singer, and she was basically the voice of the Judds. She's the main singer. And she maybe is not as charismatic as her mother, but she plays guitar. She can sing very, very, very well. Naomi's a good singer, and she has the looks. So you get that pairing together, you got the Judds. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not a big fan of country music, but of course I know the Judds because of me as a little kid. Just in pop culture, you know the Judds. When I first heard of them, I thought they were sisters. And then I was told by somebody that, no, that's her mother. I said, what? What? I think they probably got a lot of that. So right behind me, as I'm walking down this road, this is the home where Naomi Judd used to live at. And this is the home where she tragically took her life. We're going to talk a little bit about her, what she did, and basically what took place. Beyond the glamour, behind the rhinestones, behind the glitz, people would not know Naomi Judd suffered from severe depression that was probably brought on by childhood trauma that she had suffered at the hands of a family member. And she suffered for many years. In 1991, she had to retire from touring and music because she had come down with a case of hepatitis C. Now, this home right here sits on about 1,000 acres. It goes way back over yonder. And I think that home right there should be Ashley's. And then Wynonna has a home that's like over a hill. And on April 30th, 2022, Naomi, right upstairs in one of these windows right over here, took a gun and ended it all. On that day, Ashley Judd was in town, and she had spoken to her mother about something or another. And I believe a friend had came over to visit them. And when Ashley went upstairs to her mother's room, that's where she discovered her mother dead, right here. And oh boy, talk about traumatic. Now, right now, from what I read online, I don't know if it's true or not, but I believe that they had put the house up for rent. The Judds still own this property, and the home was put up for rent for $15,000 a month. I think Ashley's home as well was put up for rent. So this, of course, was the sanctuary where Naomi Judd would sometimes, suffer from very severe depression.
I like your videos. Lamont at large.
I'm Lamont at large. You know why I'm here, right?
I sure do.
All right, now take it easy. A shout out to you, my friend, if you're watching. I'm sure you'll be watching this video. It'll probably be up probably about a couple months. Anyways, so just wrapping up this story, listen, we often don't know what it's like to suffer from severe mental illness and depression, and I feel terribly sorry for both Wynonna and Ashley. Just a very sad to see your mother like that. I cannot imagine. And I know that Naomi was going through a lot of personal issues in her life. 76 years old, and she decides to do it on that day when she tells her daughter, will you stay here? Will you stay with me? And she said, yeah, of course. She didn't know that what Naomi had planned, and to see your mother like that, that's very heartbreaking. So my condolences to the Judd family. Just coming over here, talking a little bit about Naomi. The Judds together, 5 Grammy Awards, 9 CMA Awards, just an incredible singing duo. And that's about it, guys. I'm gonna hit the road. Hope you enjoyed this video. I know I missed out a lot of information on Naomi and Wynonna and what have you. Of course, you guys know Ashley Judd is very well known as well. She's an actress, and yeah. So I am out of here, guys. I will see you on the next video. Be good, y'all. Peace out.